Let's do this, team. This was made with Megamix. Actually, I should show this from the beginning because there are some extra features. But anyways, welcome to stream. Popcorn Master, Raccoon, Mike Gaming, Hyper, formerly known as Hyper, and Jay Butters. Let's do this. This game was made with Megamix. Warning, parts of this may... Oops, hang on. Alright, that's a lot better. From the top, this was made using the awesome Megamix engine. Warning, parts of this game may include bright flashing colors and images. Please seek medical help if necessary. AD20XX. With the progress of humanity, people's lives have greatly improved. In the past, the battle between the two doctors continued to affect the world. They were the kind Dr. Light and the evil Dr. Wily. Wily's evil plans all ended in failure, and so it goes. Wily's evil plans always ended in failure. Now, Dr. Wily is missing again. People are gradually forgetting about this evil scientist. Humans and robots live in harmony. The developments of human society gradually reaches the maximum. Cut the static. But I won't allow this to happen. Suddenly, 8 robots from all over the world begin to go berserk across the globe. They begin attacking human cities and kidnap famous scientists and robots from all over the world. Meanwhile, at Light's lab, what's going on? Cool hairdo. Foolish people, have you thought of the evil things you have done to nature and to yourselves? That's all over the world 3 times in a row. Now, well-known scientists from all over the world are in my hands, including Wily. If you surrender to me, I'll return the hostages to you and release you from my control. Cool hairdo. If not, I will activate my ultimate weapon to punish you fools on behalf of nature. Mega Man, according to this situation, I will soon fall into their hands. Doctor, I'll protect you from being captured by them. Well, it's unclear who that doctor is, but you just stop them and protect our cities. That's all over the world 3 times in a row. I understand. I'm off. A new enemy again. I have a bad feeling about this. This is a good opportunity to let Mega Man see just how powerful I am. Facing this situation, our heroes face new enemies again, and the future is still unpredictable. Greetings, everyone! My name is Uttervale, and welcome to my blind... Whoa. Cool hairdo. That's 3 all over the worlds in the That's 3 all over... That's 3 all around... That's 3 all around the worlds again in a row. That's 3 all around the worlds in a row. That's 3 all around the world in a row. Fish guy. Okay. I'm gonna skip the intro a little bit because I noticed that the FPS counter borked. By PrismAreaStudio. Greetings everyone, my name is Adderville, and welcome to my Let's Try of the demo of Mega Man Heavenfall, an 8-bit Mega Man classic fan game in development by PrismAreaStudio. I'm going to be playing this on hard mode. When infinite... if this loaded right. Oh, different intro depending on the character. Okay, don't press F2 as that may break the audio. That's good to know. That still hasn't been fixed for Megamix, please. Yeah, I'm not going to repeat it that much, hopefully. That's the only one I'll do for this one. Also, cool new OCs. What? Okay, that was a very weird thing. I started up save 1 and it... Huh, okay. I guess that's a little bit of an edge case that can be ironed out. He's not cringe, he's fried. I'm gonna be playing this on hard mode with infinite lies. Intro stage, let's go! You know what? I do want to repeat that at least. That was kind of embarrassing falling to that. Hard on infinite lie. I'm gonna be playing on hard with infinite lies. Intro stage, let's go! Mini hoppers? Ouch. Oh good, you heavily nerfed the Joe's HP. It doesn't need to be 3, but 6 is good enough. And enemies can still drop pickups, it's just that they won't be present on the stage themselves. So this fan game will have bolts. For some reason it's not running at full 60 FPS. For some reason it's running at 58 or 59 FPS. I wonder why. So enemies may drop pickups, it's just that they won't be present in the stage themselves. Which isn't too bad, as the drop rate seems fairly generous. Or perhaps it's because I'm getting rather lucky. Dr. D. No jokes, please. Yeah, the weird frame rate's a little bit messy. The frame rate's a little bit messing with my controls. Or rather, my reactions. It's alright, damage boosting's your friend after all. 2 routes, eh? That's probably the base... That's probably where the base route links up. I see. This is where we're forced to use the slide more frequently. He'll become Dr. Demolished by the end of the game. Mark my words. Ow. They are like the big eyes. So far, this has been a good introductory stage. I don't really have any problems with the introduction of the basic gimmicks and what have you. And it's boss time. A large version of that hopper. Oh. And the intro boss is appropriately easy. Maybe they're from Maker, maybe they're from other sources too. Proto Man? It's too late, Mega Man. Lai has been captured. I failed to protect him. Fortunately, the others are still safe. Are you alright? Yes, what can we do now? Who is the doctor who appeared on the screen? I'll try to find out, Mega Man. It seems this city is safe now. I and the surviving robots will guard the light lab. You are in charge of protecting the remaining areas. And don't forget, if you find the key to solving this mystery, remember to send it to the lab. We're running out of time. Let's go. Okay, I'm ready. Also, remember to press jump and attack keys to view information about the areas which robots are attacking. Thanks for reminding me. Now, let's check out the shop first. Before moving on to the stages, let's check out the shop first. Poor Otto. It always happens. Ooh, more rooms in this place. Nice! A weapon testing area. Nice! Nice! A weapon testing area. Nice! More rooms in a weapon testing area. Karinka? Don't you mean Kalinka? I still think so as well, but who knows. I didn't realize Fairman was multiple. Time Warp, Samaron, Barrel X? That thing? Final treasure? Are you from the future? Seems like it. Maybe he's an old man's son. Ooh, whose son? Each Roadmaster is hiding something in their stages. Drat. Oh wow, we can go outside too. Kalinka? Don't you mean Kalinka? Don't you mean Kalinka? WS Makaato? You're one of the new girls. You're one of the new women. WS Makaato? I recognize you from the title screen. This demo needs a bit more proofreading. Mirror Man. In development by PrismAreaStudio. This demo... Okay. This demo needs some more proofreading. Let's make some items. Drat, if only I had 2 more bolts. Drat, if only I had 2 more bolts. Alright, time to stack up on E-tanks. So for this demo, I have access to Sneak Man, Plasma Man, Diamond Man, and Torn Woman. And Hurricane... Oh, whoops. That's more than that. For this demo, I have access to Sneak Man. Choose my destiny, folks. For this demo, currently I have access to Sneak Man, Plasma Man, Diamond Man, Torn Woman, and Hurricane Man. Please pick my destiny, folks. This game has way more backstory than This game has way more backstory and character interactions than I expected. This game has way more backstory and character interactions than I expected. Than I anticipated. I like it. Plasma Man is the victor. Wait, I should show his information first. Oops. Plasma Man is the victor. Plasma Man is the victor. GRN002. What does that do? Let's pretend that didn't happen. Purple guy. Nice sprite work. Hurricane. What does that do? It decreases as I strike enemies. It decreases as I hit enemies. Oh no. Not worrying about that. Interesting. So that's how I go below. So be careful when destroying those electric tallies. They self-destruct. Oh, I see. In order to power up these I need to have the the static effect enabled. Oh, I get it now. In order to activate these switches, I need to be electrified. And that hitbox is bigger than I expected. Okay, that's a fair placement. Oh, I get it now. In order to power these up, I need to have the status effect. I need to have static active. Wow, that is rude. But I should have known. Does this hurt? No, it doesn't. It took a few minutes to get you to understand this, but I get it now. See, at first I was worried that being electrified would harm me. That's not how it works. I guess I'm going down the blue route. Base takes the pink route. Base takes the pink route instead. Ah, welcome to stream, May. I understand how damage works. If I get... One moment. If I get hit by an electric orb and I don't have static, I won't take damage. But if I have static on and then take hit, or to put it another way, if I'm not electrified and get electrified, I won't take damage. But if I'm already electrified and get electrified again, then I take damage. And I need to be electrified to power up these batteries. Welcome to the Yoku room. That wasn't so bad. Mega Man overcharged. Okay, now here's where it gets a bit tricky. Or rather, not really. Mid-boss. A bit of a spam fest and I fumbled it hard. New gimmick. Propulsion blocks? I think I see where this is going. Oh boy. No, Drat. If only I mashed harder. Being charged increases the effect of these magnet blocks. Alright, let's see comments. When you ran on a static effect, you receive... Yeah, I thought that first too. The visual for the teleporters becoming activated by a static should be shown a bit better. Hi, Salty. Now I understand what I need to do in this room, but I would advise making it mandatory to be charged and pushed away. Right now, it's a little bit too easy to not pay attention to what's going on and easy to bypass everything. Oh gosh. This is probably hard mode only too. Is it just me, or the overcharged color is different? And does that really matter? Like, we switched from blue to pink. Oh, Perhaps it does. Yes, now it matters. It was hinted at earlier with the split route. It was hinted at earlier with the route split. Hit me. Not like that. Don't get me wrong. I like this gimmick and how it's used, but it needs to better communicate what it's actually doing. Scrap. Scrap. Only 3 checkpoints? I mean, sorry. Only 2 checkpoints? Come on. Okay. Oh. Wow, I got ninja'd. Levels are pretty long, too. I think what Jaden was trying to say there, Buster, is that by switching charges that rapidly it causes an explosion or something. Really, in this game I thought it would just do a stun or something, but no, when I swap the charges, when I take a different color, I just swap the charge immediately. No problem whatsoever. Alright, I'm gonna make one criticism here, and that is, please add more checkpoints. I like this stage, don't get me wrong. I like this stage's gimmick, don't get me wrong. I mean, but when you have longer stages like this, they really need. See, that's how I get that. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind longer stages like this, but you need to balance them by having more checkpoints. Probably could have gone for it. I just need to procure one special weapon, and then this will become easier. Precisely, Buster. Music did change, which I do appreciate. Are you supposed to do that, room? Okay, that's very rude. Could you... Next time, please put a warning or a telegraph. Ooh. I understand I'm playing on hard mode, but my criticism still applies. More checkpoints is a good idea. Oh. This is how the cookie crumbles. Even on the hard mode, putting this many tanky foes like that is not advised. I don't even mind if the... See, Pixel Boy, I don't mind if the stage is as long as this, but increase the number of checkpoints. That would immediately fix my issue with it. It doesn't help that I don't have any in-stage pickups. It doesn't help that there's no physical pickups in these levels because I'm playing on hard mode. So it means enemies like the Big Eye equivalents to be a lot more dangerous. This is one of the many reasons why I'm playing on Infinite Lives. Because I wanted to try it out, Buster. I always try on hard mode just to see how it fares, because most other players, when I do the demo showcase, they only show off normal mode, and that kind of frustrates me. And this is still not the most frustrating thing I've seen. You can see some other maker levels for that. And this is still one of the most interesting Mega Man fangame demos I've covered as of recent. Really? Excuse me? Oh, I thought I shifted. That was me. I wouldn't mind this. I also wouldn't mind this. My issue with the screen is that it's a. I'm guessing on normal mode we don't have this tough enemy here because it's kind of a slog to deal with it. If I had any special weapon, this wouldn't be a problem. I was paying attention to chat there and thought, oh, it's safe. No. So right now, what I would do is rework 2 or 3 of the screens and 2 more checkpoints, please. That's not what I find for multiple fan games, Doughbuster. Come on, let's not make fun of this right now. Like, if we're gonna start criticizing each other's levels, I still find this more interesting than the level I covered from you yesterday. There. Paid attention. Yeah, that enemy is, better to just ram through it. We shouldn't be throwing stones this early. We're into this together. Okay, I see the problem. The timing's off. Okay, yeah. This room isn't so bad. It held me in place. This room actually isn't that bad, but you have to be so you have to pay attention to what's happening. Still, checkpoint, please. I don't know what happens, but whenever this gets electrified, it just holds me. this has markings of all the great levels. The weird thing is that the Yoku section just mostly doesn't really fit with the stage. Like, if you just kept the electric gimmicks, they're all fine. Okay, this is how you're supposed to get past it. Just get it up there. And this is one of the reasons why I stocked up on E-tanks as opposed to buying the energy balancer. Maybe I should have got the beat call instead. I get there was a Yoku section earlier to escalate, but... it doesn't really... I get the Yoku section was telegraphed earlier with an easier section, which I like. I just feel like, considering all the other gimmicks of the stage, we don't need that. Migrate the Yoku challenges over to another level or something. The other issue is I have to go down there. Oh, it's... next time I'm using an E-tank. Oh my gosh, 2 of them? Oh, I need to do it. I do have to rush back. Let me guess, on normal mode is just one of them. The boss fight's probably going to end up being much easier than the last section. Mark my words. Come over here. Get hit anyways. And I'm true. Please tell me this is it. And base has a completely separate route. Let's fight, Plasma Man. Hang on a moment, is the boss music unique for every stage? Oh my! There's an odd amount of stuff from Megamix Plus, considering this is base Megamix. Oh, that's cool. Even himself changes. Even he himself changes colors. Whoa, my gosh. I'm really happy to include one of the central gimmicks of the stage into the boss fight itself. That's one of the things I always love about. That's one of the things I almost always include as a plus. Oh gosh. That's almost always one of the pluses I have. Oh god, I lost. I almost did it if he didn't just use the super shockwave. I almost did it if only he didn't use that attack. I'm glad they include one of the central gimmicks of the stage into the fight. It's one of the things I always look for when evaluating boss arenas. Haha! Your ID card's mine now. And just as expected, the boss fight was easier than the second half of the stage. Or last third. Or last quarter. And by defeating them, I acquired the plasma cluster. Generate a plasma shield, then fire a beam that spawns a huge plasma cluster upon contact with an enemy. Oh! A shield/explosive weapon hybrid. That is cool. Cutscene already? Where am I? Thank goodness you're here too, my old friend Light. You are actually captured. Who is that doctor? Well, my old friend, now we should discuss how to get out of here. How could there be someone more obstinate than you? Don't use such words to describe me. How good do you think you are? Don't forget, we'll still be opponents after we get out. My robot will come to help escape sooner or later. Just wait and see. I'm afraid all the robots capable of fighting have fallen into the hands of that doctor. That blue bastard Mega Man can't have been caught too. It seems we can only place our hopes on Mega Man. And Base. Don't forget about him. What is he, chopped fish? Dr. Daniel. Dr. Daniel, why did you do this? Humanity could have had a better future. We don't have to take such extreme measures. Future? Don't make me laugh. What future do these humans who never learn from their mistakes have? I, Dr. Daniel, will prove to the world that a new future is born from supreme power. For many years, I have been searching for that kind of power, enough to completely overturn the world. Mega Man will eventually be mine. As for you, if you want to survive, you have no choice but to serve me and work with other doctors to complete my ultimate weapon, which is where we are, Daniel Star. Everything is under my control, just enjoy. The weapons in this game are OP, like very OP. Thank goodness. On one hand, I appreciate it. On the other hand, I have to see how much it breaks the stage design. I don't mind. As much as this game was written by a non-English speaker, the story is very parsable. Or rather, the story is very understandable. As a matter of fact, there is way more plot than I expected. I would have expected a cutscene like this to happen after I defeated the 4 first RMs. But in regards to Plasma Man, it has all the But as for Plasma Man's stage, but as for the stage itself, it has all the pieces necessary to make a good stage, but it's brought down by a few screens and underplay too few checkpoints, and the unnecessary inclusion of Yoku blocks when there are already enough gimmicks. So, yeah. Energy saver. I think I'll be fine. But do they have anything new to say? Damn, darn Daniel. Okay, who should I go after next? Sneak, Diamond, Torn, or Hurricane? I don't even know how many attacks Plasma Man had. Was it 4 or 5? 7? And apparently it gets faster as it gets more damaged. Oops. Wait. I need to see his description first. I keep forgetting that it exists in this game. Hurricane it is. Hurricane it is. So bosses have a critical mode following... I knew that. Whoa! What's with this switch? I'm not heavy enough to press it. Wait a moment. Darn it. I wasted my energy, so I need to repeat this. So the bosses have a critical phase at half HP. That's cool. I approve. Welcome to Brazil. I'm not heavy enough to depress the switch yet. Wait. Hitting that actually switches the direction. And hang on, the shield stays active even if I switch off of it. Until it runs out of energy. And the best part is... And you know what the best part is? It boosts the strength of my it doubles the strength of my buster. Or rather, increases the damage by 1. This is awesome. Oh, other way. No! The fish didn't get me, instead I couldn't make it. I should have rushed it. Ah, darn it. I see. Oh my goodness. Ah, you moved in the wrong direction. Evil fish. The wind and water stage. This switch only pauses the wind. Thank you very much. And this turns it back on. Oh, wait. Where did that come from? Ah. Did the color of the blocks change? Oh. The effects of fast forward and the direction stack on each other. So the most important bot to pay attention to is the pause/fast forward one, as that determines whether the wind is actually happening or not. Even if the visuals make you think otherwise. Now, there is a slightly different visual when the pause bot is active versus not active. See, when it's paused, take note of the background when it's paused, and when it's active. When it's active, the rain's more violent. When they're active, the rain's more violent. Right. What did I get hit by there? When it's paused, the rain's more... When it's active, the rain's more violent. Oh, it's two of them. I think having two of them here is a little bit excessive. Okay, checkpoint. Thank goodness. RNG colors. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening on that screen, so I wasn't paying enough attention. I spy something up there. Nope. I need something to break that open. In short, there is a visual, it's just... In short, there is actually a visual, it's just that, with everything else happening on screen, it's not distinguished enough. Huh? What? Okay. Interesting. Shmup section. Even the vehicle falls into the abyss and blows up. Nice touch. There is a distinction between when it's active versus paused. The problem is, with everything else happening in the stage, it's too subtle for many people to notice. And that includes myself. When it's just one of those cloud enemies, I can see it, but... Oh, this is like the air bike, never mind. Make sure to hold down the fire button for this. Drat, I can't use my special weapons. Oh. The dev taught about that. Pickups won't fall to the ground in this section. Oh, the dev taught about that. Pickups will not fall to the abyss when in this section. Pickups will not fall into the abyss during this section. They'll just float. Thank you. I really wish this had the energy bouncer. Mini boss. Joe Jet. Mini boss. Joe Jet. Oh, Henry's Henry's probably cringing at me watching this. I'm so bad at this. We did it. Aw, I wish we could keep it. Oh no. No, no, no. Tornado hold? Tornado hold generators? Give me a moment. I have to parse what happened. Oh. The jar block equivalents just crushed me. So, Oh no. These gimmicks are gonna stack on top of each other now. Tornado hole generators? Oh no, these gimmicks are not gonna stack on top of each other, and oh gosh. Yeah, you okay up there, shield attacker? No, 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 don't crush me. Eep. Hang on a moment while I catch my breath. That was legitimately frightening. Fun room, but oh gosh. I need more time to parse what's happening. No, ow, ow, no, no, no. Rejected. All the gimmicks of the stage are related to wind and all the gimmicks of the stage are related to wind and air. All the gimmicks in the stage are related to the wind and air. But sheesh, do some of these screens become kind of a cluster truck? But sheesh, do some of these screens become kind of a cluster truck? But sheesh, do some of these screens become kind of a cluster truck? And that shield attacker is trapped there for keeps getting trapped there. Alright, get me out. Okay. This makes my life a little bit easier. I can see why this is your favorite stage, May. I like it more than the previous one, but you do need to be attentive to everything that's happening. A missile weapon would really be nice here. No, pause. Thank you. No. Not helped by the enemies respawning. I wish this had Mega Man 11 spawning rules. This looks like a job for the one weapon that can actually mitigate this prop. No! Yeah, I didn't mash the start fast enough. Here's the thing, I like the stage more than the previous one. I understand... Okay, that didn't kill me. So I want to point out something. More and more Mega Man Classic fan games assume that you can play hard or normal or hard on whichever order you choose. Hard is more in the case of did you play previous fan games before. Because hard mode should still be fun. My issue here is that, oh my gosh, there is a lot of stuff happening there that probably isn't necessary. It's not even the gimmicks that are real problem, it's that there's too many enemies. Oh, Mega Man Unlimited is hard in its own way. This is why, when I talked about earlier, I need to see how difficult the stages are before considering how broken or powerful the special weapons are. Hard mode adds more enemies and more difficult terrain. Maybe I should have gotten the spike guard. There. Activate? Hello? Thanks. Yes, thank you. No. This is why you put more warnings before you have screen transitions like this. This stage has gimmick. I want to make something clear. I think the stage does have gimmick cohesion. My problem is there's way too much happening in these screens. Like, if you just kept the gimmicks, if you just kept the gimmicks and got rid of half the enemies, it would immediately alleviate a lot of my issues. Okay. Doggy. It really doesn't help. Oof. It also really doesn't help that the enemies respawn just as they go off screen. Like that. This is a screen that really suffers. This is a section that really suffers from it. Like in Mega Man 11, we had some screens which had some more vertical heft to them, but with how Mega Man 11 spawning rules work, it meshes much better with that. See ya, Hyper. I'm gonna push back on the Point Buster. Enemy spam, yes. Gimmick cohesion, no. This stage has issues, but arguing that the gimmicks don't fit with each other, I disagree with. I say that because I made this I kind of made a similar mistake with a few of my own personal stages, so I know exactly where the stage is coming from. Like, the one exception may be the boxes. The one exception may be the boxes, but with the win themselves, I say it's sufficient. You may be thinking I'm being nice. No, this game actually has a bunch of problems that need to be fixed. Thankfully, this is a demo. Like, this is here for feedback for that reason. And honestly, it gives me much more to talk about compared to, the 3 other fan games the 4 other Mega Man Classic fan games I've recently played. It's kind of funny. My main issue with those fan games is more of an issue of needs. It's funny, my main issue with the recently played Mega Man my main issue with the recently played fan games is more in regards with addition. With this one, it's subtraction. Or, to put it another way, this has the opposite problem of most of the other fan games I played recently. Whereas those require addition, this requires subtraction. That would have helped. And why are these enemies so bulky for this? They should be... That specific enemy needs to be less bulky. Like... Yeah, restraint. My problem with the previous fan games is that they didn't have enough to talk about. This one has too much. I know people complain about Mirror Woman. I feel like this is more excessive because, at least with our stage... At least with our stage, oh, goodbye, Shield Attacker. Welcome back, I guess. At least with our stage, you could sit down and watch what's happening. This one, due to the nature of being a go stage, you can't necessarily do that. And imagine if I was going through the stage without getting a special weapon. Oh no. If you could lift this up. Not quite, I do have to get up there. And that's the problem. Oh, bolts. Wait, could I combine with Rush? Yes! Okay, that's the... I turn that off. Get ready. Okay, this screen is dumb. Why place the shield attackers like that? That is such a troll move that I would just delete half the enemies there, or get rid of all of them. Like, come on. The previous screen is a good climax. The previous screen is a decent enough climax. You don't need to just do that. That is purely in the that's what I'd do if I was just trying to troll the player. I'm willing to give the benefit of the doubt for a lot of the design decisions, but that one I fundamentally disagree with. No. Why are you... Jaden, why are you asking me? It's fine. Is DOS Remake one of those? Right, DOS Remake is one of those where it requires... It didn't... The new version of the demo did add more things to talk about, but it's... My issue with a lot of the stages initially was that it was not enough to talk about. Frankly, I like... See, this is the case where I actually like the gimmicks of this fan game in development more than DOS Remake. It's going way harder with this... I appreciate how this is going harder with it. The problem is, it's that it doesn't know when to stop. Like, to put it another way, I understand wanting to go all out with your gimmicks, and it is fun for that. But at a certain point, you need to give levity to the players, and understand that you as a designer have more experience with the gimmicks than probably anyone else. Even if even for hard mode, that last screen is so much of an FU that I would completely remove that. No, don't do that, please. Hello? Oh, to note to self, that one takes priority over this. Yeah, base would be a lot better for the stage, only if because double jump. Didn't pay attention. In theory, if you just swap... Okay. If you just included 2 turrets of the stage, it would be my favorite too, but the way this is right now, yeesh. I get having more hazardous terrain and more difficult enemies, but please. It's... Another way I could fix this, get rid of the shield attackers. Oh my goodness. Why do we have to keep breaking the flow and just do a jump and shoot like that? And then stuff like that can happen where it decides you can attack like that. Oh, cool. The moment I want to do it, it decides, lol, no. Ugh. Okay, give me 5 more minutes. If I keep failing, I'm just gonna pick a different stage. The problem is, this last part of the stage doesn't seem like it was really thought out with Mega Man. This is not working with his mobility options. If I could fire at angles, these mats and other enemies are no problem. Or if I had a more armor-piercing weapon I could rapidly use. But, you know... And as you know, no extra drops. Mike, I keep telling you, your stage was not as interesting as this, or the previous one. I want to make it abundantly clear, you need to press harder with the gimmicks. Yeah, bitrate, because, oh my gosh, rain and snow are bitrate destroyers. They're infamous for that. Megamet's the best of the bunch, I'm gonna say. But that's the one I didn't really play recently. I'm now regretting my decision to not buy Beat Call. This is, well, you know. Oh, good. If I initiate it here, it makes it, I think. No, I don't. But what if... Still no. Ah, thank you. There. So I need that in order to make the jump. Let's do this. Go, go, go! No. Okay, I'm just exiting out of the stage and I'll come back later. That screen is so complete dumpster fire that I'm not even gonna bother doing it. I'm sorry. Just put the entrance to the boss arena right after that last gauntlet. Don't just delete that screen. That would need to fix the problem. Alright, we're good. Let's go to the next stage. May... It's fine, May. I think this is a lot better in normal mode. What's really happening here is that... And I did... See, one of the reasons why I'm a bit empathetic here is that I made a lot of these same errors, for example, in, like Spiky Mountain. What was it? Not having enough playtesters and over-assuming how skilled the players are, and overwhelming them with gimmicks and /or enemies. The first two turds of Hurricane Man I like. It's the last turd which causes some problems, especially that last section. The way I would rework that last section is prevent the enemies from respawning. Or prevent the enemies from respawning, and if you want to take it further, cut the quantity of them down by half. And of course, get rid of that last screen before the boss. Alright. Perilous Mountains. Perilous Mountain. Bald. Sneak Man it is. This may be the only demo I covered today, but it gave me a lot to talk about in terms of game design. Again, it's a big shame because it has a lot of interesting things. It's just, it has all the pieces for a... It has all the pieces necessary to make a good number of stages. The problem is, it's, it needs playtesters, honestly. Oh look! It's the captured RMs down there. Hotman was talking about that earlier. Oh, that's cool. I can ping off the enemies like that. I will be back to this stage, don't you worry. But I'll be much more well prepared for that. Hi, Joe. Bye, Joe. The thing about that hard mode is that even if I played it after beating normal mode, a few screens like that would still be ass. Yes, I'm gonna use that harsh language. Oh, thank goodness, there was no spike there. But I can't see what's below. I don't know if there was a spike, is what I'm saying. Okay, that's safe. Myself, projectiles, and items. Myself, projectiles, and items all produce light. I really hope this stage doesn't introduce bottomless pits or spikes. I guess that's Base's route up there. That's another thing I like about this fan game. Each character has their own separate route. Whoa! As a matter of fact, if I were to fully cover this demo, I'd have to replay through it with Base. What? Fake wall? Such a shame because this had a very strong opening. The only interstage that was better than that was Megamet's. Having more enemies isn't inherently bad, I agree, it's just, there are points where it detracts from the stage, especially ones that are much more heavily gimmick-focused. And now the walls attack me. More capture RMs behind. Looks like these Joes got a bit of a buff. Oh gosh, I'm dead. I should have known we would start encountering fake floors. Thanks. Of course. This is, other than Mega Man, this is the fan game I really want to see become successful. I dare say it has the most potential. I'm trying my best not to rage at a few points because... Wait a moment. Oh, wait a second. The fake blocks don't have... The real blocks have shadows below them. But the fake ones don't. What now? Did I do this backwards? Enemies have stealth mechanics where if they make a noise... Enemies have stealth mechanics where if you make a noise, they see you. Oh. I didn't even realize that. And it doesn't really matter anyways, because the enemy strength is... Actually, and it doesn't really matter anyways, because the enemy strength is actually lower than the 2 previous stages. Like, the enemies are less... The enemies could be more dangerous, but... They're the opposite here. Okay. It'd be one thing if the enemies were really damaging and I have to stealth my way through this facility, but that's not really the case. So, what's the incentive for doing it stealthily? Oh my gosh, I can't destroy the... Oh, shoot. Wow, I think the game should have done a bit... I think the level should have done a better job explaining that I can't just destroy every single block like that. This is the first time where the gimmick introduction is, absent. Like, I know it's... Okay. It is introduced here, but it's not made clear enough, because you can easily make this jump by slide jumping. But now I understand what they're getting at. This is a case where the gimmick introduction doesn't really make it clear. This is a situation where the gimmick introduction doesn't exactly make it clear what's happening. I need to get rid of the shield. See ya, Mike. Thank you. Gotcha. When I first came across this, I was wondering... Yokus? It's strange, isn't it? It's strange, isn't it? It's strange, isn't it? This is the stage I expect the Yoko blocks to appear in. On the other hand, that may have been a bad idea combined with the darkness gimmicks. See, this is a stage where the greater quantity of enemies I don't really mind. See, this is a stage where the greater quantity of enemies I don't really mind. As it's one of those levels where I can actually stop and think. As it's actually one of those levels where I can stop and think and plan out my moves. Or in other words, this is way more reasonable on the player. I know this is one of those more basic levels. Oh no, Burner Man! Oh gosh, sound effect. Take this out. Ow, ow. When did you install your bass speakers? It's the Morph Devil. Or Copy Devil. You know, that would have been a good place to end off the stage. But I guess not. So this is where the stealth mechanics actually become important, doesn't it? I see. And if I don't do it stealthily, I have to do it the hard way. And would you look at that? The Joes actually have no shields. The way the enemies are handled in this stage just makes me more confused. The way enemies are handled in this stage just makes me more confused why they were poorly handled in the previous stage. Like, this is almost how I would do it. The way the enemies are handled in this stage makes me confused of why they were handled in the way they were in the previous level. Haha. Like, this is one of the more quote-unquote boring levels. But it's way more reasonable what it expects out of the player. What do you want me to do here? Yeah, all the RMs captured in this stage are fire, ice, and electric. And I suppose the copy devil can morph into them. This is the weird situation where, even though this is technically my least favorite stage, if you're playing this for the first time, it's the most reasonable. The gimmicks don't feel overbearing. Neither the enemies or gimmicks feel overbearing. Although introductions could be better. What, is it the lack of shadows? It's a good starter stage, but could be made a bit better. There's a hidden wall, isn't there? Oh my gosh. What? Haven't I already been through here before? Or did I forget? The reason why I'm pointing this out is, if this had the same level of... The reason why I'm pointing this out is because, if this had the same sort of enemy design... Okay? Darn it. I'm pointing this out here because, if this had the same sort of enemy placement, and... If this had the same sort of enemy placement as the previous level, these Joes would not be these Joes would have been shielded. Gotcha, I forgot. I was just saying the real blocks have shadows, and the fake ones don't. Oh, okay. I can't be next to a wall while activating this. Yeah, I forgot. Regardless of what I said, this weapon's awesome. Like a shield plus explosive weapon that I can switch off of automatically becomes one of the best shield weapons of a fan game. Like a shield weapon that I can switch off of that can also double as an explosive one. Chest kiss. I know what to do here. Thank you. Gotcha. I knew that was a fake too. Don't worry, this will be heavily edited down in post. I see you. Come on, Joe. Or Matt, whatever. Not gonna make that jump. Not until I clean this out. Ah. And the drop rate of items is pretty forgiving here, too. Welcome to the one usage the maze gimmick in the whole game. And it's only gonna be used once, isn't it? It's not this way, it's this way. Which means... Okay, this way, this way. And we're at the exit, oh my goodness. This stage was twice as long as it needed to be, and could easily be compressed, to be honest. I hate to say it, but this is the best starter stage. Especially without special weapons. Hi, Sneaky. Oh my... I'm not gonna survive this, I'm just paying attention to what's going on. Okay, Gemini Dagger. Background could be a bit lighter. If this game didn't have a toggle for infinite lives, I would have only played on normal or easy. Because these stages are lengthy. Okay, me, can I at least dodge one of their daggers? Apparently not. I'm getting juked by everything. They have a set pattern, and I believe they're trying to counter me or something. Ah, okay, if I shoot, it uncovers him. He doesn't become incorporeal, he just hides. That's really important. He teleports and hides. I don't even know mostly how they look. Well, I do, but... I guess the design is deliberately boring so they're inconspicuous. I'm having trouble trying to deal with the shadow clones. It's very interesting, but it requires a lot of polish. It is 0.3. Let's see if the dev listens. This spread attack is super problematic to dodge. Does he deal conic damage? If he doesn't, that makes it a little bit easier. This is the only time I've seen in the game where the boss is like the climax in terms of difficulty relative to the stage. Could you... That attack comes quickly enough so I can't properly react to it. I think I get it. He reacts based off of sound. So I'm assuming his weakness produces a lot of noise. Okay, I can finally learn how to dodge that. I got it. I can do it via tankless. Here's the thing, he only really reacts to my shots. He doesn't react so much to my sliding. The boss is the highlight of the stage. See, he only really reacts to my shooting. See, I can do this boss fight faster if I was actually more skilled. I wish there was a better telegraph before he started doing this. Gotcha! Oh, he doesn't react at all, in fact. Whew. This is the first stage which I have the most minor issues with. And by defeating them, I got the Rapid Dagger. This is the first stage where my issues with it are relatively minor compared to the others. Fire it horizontally or oblique. Hold up or down when shoot, and penetrate any object at an extremely high speed. So my buster replacement of the game. Otto, have you found any clues? No progress, but we can try analyzing the programs of the defeated robots. 2 memory circuits, I hope they're not broken. We need to hurry. Let's give it a try. Alright, let's start analyzing. It's reacting. This is a sign I've seen many times in battle. Who are you? You should be honored to be part of Dr. Daniel's flawless Paradise Project. Next, you just need to return to your city and capture people who can serve me. After this, my ultimate weapon will be ready soon. It seems these are the informations that can be analyzed. So his name is Dr. Daniel. Darn. Next, I have to find Daniel's location and save CLYDE and everyone. Wait a minute, Mega Man. It must be tough fighting alone for so long. Before you go, we have something to show you. Although I'm inexperienced, I've tried to make some items for you. I hope I can help you. Aw, yeah! Well, everyone's hard work. I'll try to collect as many bolts as possible. One last surprise. Rush, show Mega Man your new form. Ever since Dr. CLYDE was captured, Otto's repair skills have been getting better. Good work, Rush. We're about to go. Woof. Let's go, Mega Man. We all support you. We're getting closer to the answer. Don't give up, Mega Man. Be careful, Mega Man. Be careful, Mega. Thanks everyone for your support. I promise I won't let you down. Let's go, Mega Man. Let's go, Rush. Woof. We procured the Rush Jet. But watch out for the energy drain. Oh my goodness, I would have loved to have this for Tornado. I would have loved to have this for Hurricane. Now before continuing... It's fine, Jaden. It's fine, Jaden. This is such a hefty demo, I'm happy to dedicate one stream to it. Thank you, Kalinka. Okay. Where are the other items? I guess they're only available in the full game, I suppose. I have a feeling we're being spied on. Talk to Otto. Making more items, eh? Roll Broom, Super Arrow, Magnet Beam, Charge Upgrade, Guard Up, and Energy Converter. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be beautiful. As well as this. I'll save that for later. Alright, who are we going to next? I'll save Hurricane Revisit for last. It's like super fighting robot in that way, May. I keep forgetting that all these RMs have info. Torn it is. Torn Woman it is. I have only about 30 to 40 more minutes to stream, so let's do this. 45 minutes. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Why this soon? That was an unwelcome surprise. Probably hard mode exclusive. Ish. Oh look! My ability to farm. Oh look, farming tools. Ah shoot, they also delete that really easily. Can't see what's happening. Ah no. Let me go, let me back up, let me back up. I know you could... Excuse me. Okay, I'm restarting the stage. Okay, ignore that rude awakening. So I have to charge shot the eggs. Apparently that's not a ladder. Oh gosh. I get you'd like that bulky enemy, but could you please use that less? Maybe replace that with 2 semi-bulky ones? Obvious alternate path is obvious. What causes me to switch between blue and purple, by the way? That was never really made clear to me. Oh. Right. The solid yes. Oh, come on, man. Okay, never mind. I'm happy with that. That was funny. Feel free to use the dagger. I have a lot of ammo for it. Sure thing. I just realized that it also cut through all the pippies. So probably that is a better option. Ouch. It's 4 damage. Plus, I have the energy saver. Like the only thing it doesn't really work well against is the bulky jumpers. Like the only thing it doesn't really work against are the bulky jumpers. Second best weapon in the game. Yeah, I can see that. Beep. No. I know you can make it. Excuse me, why didn't that work? Oh, could you have not introduced that not over a dead pit? I thought that was part of the background initially. Oh no. Overshot, overshot. And another one. Okay, shields. I have one more beat left. Could you have made... I want to make this stand out more, I just changed the color of that to red. But that's just me. I don't mind the existence of this gimmick, but you should introduce it actually in a controlled environment, not over, you know... Oh, and the knife just one-shots them. That's good to know. Again, what causes me to change my shield color? Like, I know blue makes me faster, and pink increases the power of my charge shot, and pink increases the power of my shots. But what causes the change? Yeah, the difference between the background and foregrounds is not good in this stage. And I think this is the boss's... I really think that this is actually the boss's weakness. I think the daggers are actually the boss's weakness. Oh gosh. Let me guess. Okay. Will I do it? Not fast enough. Not surprised. Oh, it's two of them. I thought it was too easy. Still one of the easiest mid-bosses. But the rest of the stage... But the stage preceding it was yee. Oh, thanks. Do I have Spike Guard? No, I don't. Why am I doing this? Because I want full health. Ah, press up. I really wish the game told me that. It gave me a full description box, but failed to tell me about that important fact. It'd be one thing if the game didn't... It'd be one thing if the game didn't try to explain things. It'd be one thing if it wasn't a description box, but... It's a weird omission for a very important feature of this. Okay. I found the go-to weapon for this level. This has to be their weakness. This has to be Torn's weakness. Wait, I thought hard mode didn't include weapon pickup. I thought hard mode didn't include life pickups like that. Another mini boss? Okay. Oh. Can't reach me. I'm just gonna patiently wait up here. And get hit anyways by the hop. How close are we to the end? I don't think we need a second fight. Will this harm me? No. Beep beep beep. Wait. Game, please stop doing this. We don't need big eye. We don't need the big eye equivalents like this. That is just super rude. It has to be this. I understand they like the meaty walkers, but please, there are more enemies in Mega Man Classic to take from. There are more enemies that exist in Mega Man Classic. Please use those. I understand they love using that enemy, but please, there are more enemies that exist in Mega Man Classic. Don't limit yourself to just these. Just don't limit yourself to just these. Can I farm off the pippies? Or did they fix it? If they fixed it, I'm gonna be sad. They probably fixed it. Okay. Coil. I didn't even see you there. No, 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 no. E. Yeah, I was getting... I didn't know how much damage that would deal, so I just panicked. Panic. Get me in. Second best choice for a starter stage. Actually, well... Third best choice for a starter stage. Let's rumble Torn. Woodman says hello. Woodman plus Forest Man says hello. Hang on, I haven't been reading chat for that. Oops. The second encounter of the mid-boss could use a new attack. The official games may have double encounters, but at least the second instances have more things to justify them. The enemy selection in the game is passable, but please. But the designer really needs to wean off the overusage of those hoppers. Especially the Big Eye variants. There are more enemies to take from. Like, come on, you can have a bunch of weaker enemies in rapid succession, or some medium strength ones. Anyways. So that's what she was doing there. Could you have a bit of a could you have a longer telegraph for the Torn Whip? That comes out really fast. That's an interesting point, May. I want to compete. I want to beat one more stage before I discuss that. But you do. I am. I get what you're saying. Oh, I ran into that. Oops. Please, more telegraph on the Torn Whip, especially with the spines. Ouch, crotched. This is a pretty elaborate. If this is like a Nightmix demo, it's pretty elaborate, and I appreciate that, but. And before anyone asks why I'm not using weaknesses, that's because whenever I fight custom bosses in Mega Man, I want to give them a fair shake. And that includes mainly Buster Dueling. And that means mainly Buster Dueling them. The Torns actually, the Torns actually aren't that. Actually, Sylveon, in this boss fight, the Torns only have 3 HP. I got lucky. Actually, Sylveon, in this fight, the vines are nerfed. They only have 3 HP. Which honestly should have been the same for the stage. In the stage. I disagree, Sylv. I'm not seeing that. And by defeating her, I got the Torn Whip. Wave the whip with Torns, cut off enemies ahead, and spread Torns that can hit enemies in the distance. Wave the whip with Torns, cut off enemies ahead, and spread Torns that can hit enemies in the distance. So melee plus shotgun. See ya, Jaden. The whip itself can also pierce through enemies. Fundamentally, Sylv, bosses have identity. If you want something that needs to rework everything, we've seen that fangame like that. It's called the Badlands. And saying poor explanation of stage gimmicks is, that's not what I would even consider to be an issue. It's only, 2 or 3 gimmicks. Most of them have fine explanations. The problem is overwhelmingness. Okay. Let's make something. Yes, please guard up. But that's just me. Like, I'm gonna say this demo needs a lot of work, but reworking everything is not what this needs. Again, this has this has most of the pieces necessary to make a good demo. The problem is it needs more refinement and rearranging some things. Reworking everything implies that the pieces aren't there. I fundamentally disagree with that. Diamond Man is last. Diamond Man is last up. Like, if you want an example of a terrible engine demo, that's Badlands. Like, ouch my ears, the fangame. Like, ouch my ears, the demo. Oh no, they're gold colored. And I found the best weapon to deal with them now. Hello. Diamond carries. I'm not gonna criticize the design that much because I do the exact same thing. Why would I want to go back to sneak, Sylv? I'm already done there. Fell for it. Ooh. Reflecting, I see. That was easy. Minecraft diamonds? The children yearn for the mines. Dagger can cheese this boss. Oh, I thought Dagger was Torn's weakness. Yes, knockback removal is gonna... Yes! I don't... Yes! No more knockback means that these stages become a lot more manageable. Me failing to make jumps is my problem. Wow, checkpoint here? I'm shocked. One moment, chap. Yeah, what makes it more confusing in regards to the enemies is that Megamix has plenty of stock assets to pull from. Just reskin or use them directly. Heck, there are even multiple types of big eyes you can take advantage of. Once I got at least one special weapon, it becomes a lot more reasonable to go through these levels. Speaking of Big Eye, here you go. Wait, these Big Eyes deal only 5 damage? And the new ones deal 8 damage. Okay. I'm only doing this because I can and it's fun. Oh, never mind. Wait. Scratch my earlier statement. I have the better armor, so that did change the damage profile. I have to get hit by it again to make sure what the new damage levels are. I thought I was dead there. Backgrounds, people. Please distinguish your backgrounds, people. Depending on how this goes, I may have to split up this Let's Try into 2 parts. If this was better designed and I didn't die... If I didn't die as much, I would have been done an hour to... If I didn't die as much, I would have been done at least an hour ago. But regardless of all my criticisms, I'm still having fun. This is not at the same level of badness as a few other games I've played. I'm gonna make that abundantly clear. And I still haven't even fully explored what this demo has to offer. I need to play a space for that. As such, this is the only stage with 3 checkpoints. Shocking. Again, could you please introduce us not over a dead pit? Ow. Excuse me. Thanks. You're slow with the shield. It looks more like the water droplets are throwing than diamonds. Oh gosh. I probably should have taken the upper route. Take it nice and slow. Let me out. Oh, no, no, no. Not doing that. And I got stuck on the ladder anyways. That was foolish of me, though. Okay, I was worried this is gonna be a spikefall section. Are big well, they do have this much HP. Pretty. Yeah, the falling swords are like the Crystal Man droppers. Guard Up should not be a default power-up, it's too strong. The only reason why it's so useful here is because the level design is... The only reason why it's so useful here is because of the level design. And a knockback plus lower damage just breaks the floor. Makes it way less challenging. Oh my gosh. I understand now why this has the flashing lights warning. Yeah, give Mega Man a poise upgrade instead, I'd be happy. Yeah, I know, just playing it safe. Make fun of me all you want there. I'm not going for it, it's not worth it. Oh. I've been kind of tuckered out, so I'm not really... I've been tuckered out from the previous stages, so that's why I'm not really examining this one in detail. It's fine. My main problem is that it's too lengthy, and the introduction of the swords falling should be better. Or the two rounds sync up with each other. Oh, thanks. Come on. One more. That took a while. Yeah, no. Sorry. Yeah, this is how many... yeah, oh, of course. Yeah, this is how many Fs I have left to give for this level. This is how many Fs I have left to give. Cool icy sword you have. That's a cool sword you have. That's a cool blade you have. Whoa. Slash. Why is it that this boss is the best telegraphs? I'm deliberately gonna perish here. Why is it that this boss is the best telegraphing of the bunch? Yeah, it is weird, May. Why is it that this boss is the best telegraphing of the bunch? Like it's good. Like it's good. But why is it absent from the other bosses? Alright. Fast reaction here. May want a little bit... Oh. Okay, destroy them. I used almost the exact same attack during one of my boss fights. Huh? Oh no. I have to destroy all of them in order to break his invincibility. That, that may be a problem, actually, depending on its positioning. I like the idea of having to break the swords, but having to force him to position like that is a bit troublesome because he doesn't get knocked back. I basically have to position myself carefully and hope he cooperates with a set of attacks. Still has the best Whoa. Still has the best telegraphs of the bunch, I say. It also helps that I have more armor. Now if I can stop being an idiot and running into his sword. Ah, darn it, almost there. Just one more HP. Which also means if I was fast enough, I could just defeat the boss immediately. You know what, let me try that. Was that in the stage at all? Good question, I'm not sure. Like, it was... Oh yeah, it was in the stage, J Butters. During the first mid-boss fight, you had to use the reflect in order to damage the top. But after that it wasn't used in the stage. Come on. Yes! Prevented him from using that last attack. He can do this. He can perform this. He can perform protection multiple times per fight. Yeah, that should be limited to 1. And by feeding them, I got the diamond swords. You can now shoot Diamond Man's flying sword. It's effective against certain enemies. Don't forget to use the charged version. Yes! My powerful spammable weapon. My powerful spammable weapon. Okay, Should I just get beat or just... Yeah, I think Magnet Beam would save my life more. I'm getting Magnet. I think the Magnet Beam will save my life more. I'm grabbing this. Okay, back to Hurricane Man to finish it off. Wait a moment. In that case, can I actually press the switch now? Wait a moment. Nope. Best weapon in the game, apparently. That's nice to hear. Okay, they deal 4 damage now, which is... Okay, they deal 4 damage now, which is less than the big eyes. Can you take your sunglasses off now? Sure, why not? I really want to like this game more. I want to make this abundantly clear. Wait, 8 damage? Seriously? That means that this is the designated big eye. That means that this is the designated big eye killer. That makes this the designated big eye killer. My de facto spammable power weapon. Yeah, I see you down there. It hits twice. Man, this is gonna be fun to edit. Okay, swords. And it just chews through that too. I mean, if the guard needs to be default like that, I think that shows more of a problem. See, the guard would be necessary if a few areas of the game weren't so enemy spammy. See, the guard up upgrade wouldn't be so necessary if a few screens weren't so enemy spammy in every level. Or most levels, I understand having a more difficult experience, but I'm thinking of this level in theory. I'm looking at it from a theoretical level design front. Like, if everything worked out and if the number of enemies are cut by half, it'd be on par with Buster's levels in terms of difficulty. Like, I hate. It's funny I say that. It's kind of funny I'm gonna say this, but most of the difficulty from this game originates from the enemies and their placements rather than the gimmicks. Also, now that I think about it, this shmup section is really out of place with the stage. As in, it doesn't really add much to the level. As in, it could be safely excised and nothing much would be lost. As in, it could be safely excised and nothing much would be lost. There are already plenty of gimmicks. There are already plenty of screens involving the There are already plenty of screens involving the wind and weather. There are already plenty of screens involving the wet. There are already plenty of screens following the wind gimmick. There are already plenty of screens following the wind gimmick. There are already plenty of screens following the wind gimmicks. Focus on those instead. Focus on those instead. I wish it was just that, Buster, but as we've seen in the last part of the stage, it's more than that. Oh no. I got locked out. Well, this is the checkpoint. You already know what my main comment. You already know what my final comments on this game are going to be, so I'm going to wait until then to say it again. Second most interesting Mega Man fangame demo I've played recently, or if you count recently the way I think about it, then yes. But it needs a lot more time in the oven, so to speak. Okay, this screen. Now that I have more special weapons to deal with everything. Like, I have two ways to make this screen a lot easier. So let's do it. See? Problem solved. Now, is there anything on this screen? Nope. That's just bases, Pat. Okay, get ready. Problem solved. See, if this one screen didn't exist, I would have been done with the stage already. It almost mandates you use the rush jet or magnet beam or piercing weapon. If I had any one of those three, I could have done it. Bye, Tornado Man. Tornado... Hurricane Man and his Cloud Army. Could you darken the background for this fight, please? There's already quite a bit of stuff happening. As a matter of fact, could you also darken the background for the last section, too? Whoa! I'm pretty sure this is reactable if there was less stuff if there was less chaos happening in the background. Wait, oh no! Not the tiles! I'm pretty sure all this is reactable too, if there was less chaos happening in the background than, I guess, foreground. I don't think base will really save the game, especially with some of these jumps, although it would make some of the platforming sections a lot easier with a safety double jump. Hilariously, despite all the chaos happening, this is actually one of the easier bosses. I mean, look at it. Even if I didn't have the armor, I'd probably be able to eke a win with 1 HP remaining. Hurricane Man's awesome cloud attack. Yeah, Buster. Why was this level... Yeah, Buster. Why was this level properly checkpointed and not the other ones? And by beating them, I got the Hurricane Blow. Summon a powerful hurricane that can blow building debris towards enemies. I can also use this like the tornado hold. But the tornado itself doesn't deal damage to enemies. Lame. Okay. Fire, ice, and explosions. Okay, that's it. Let's see how far we made it. Sheesh. Alrighty then, this concludes my playthrough of the demo. Fun fact, the sprites for the debris are different depending on which level I'm in. That's a nice touch. And this marks the end of the demo. I'll put it this way. This demo holds a lot of promise. More so than most of the other Mega Man fan games I've covered. More so than most of the other Mega Man fan games I've covered. However, more so than most of the other Mega Man demos I've covered. However, it needs a lot of work. My main issues with this are the lack of checkpointing. One moment. Sorry about that, phone. This demo has a lot of potential. More so than most other demos I covered more so than most other fan game demos I played recently. However, it needs a lot of polish. Like, the first things I would do are increase the number of checkpoints. And reduce the amount of enemy spam, especially even on hard mode. Afterwards, I would work on refining the level design. I would work on refining the level design so the gimmicks are better introduced in controlled environments, and there's more restraint in a few levels. Exemplified in Hurricane Man's final section. With a few special weapons, it's not too bad, but if it's your first or second stage, it becomes a nightmare. And that final screen, no. That needs to be excised. Where this game really shines for me is with its boss fights and special weapons. Whereas the levels don't really have a strong identity, outside of maybe Hurricane Man, all the bosses felt distinct and fun to fight. Oh sure, they do need some tweaking, especially in regards to telegraphing, but they need less work than the stages. And the special weapons, are all awesome. Even the weakest one has some good utility. Moreover, the amount of plot involved is more than I expected for a classic fan game. Usually we have a cutscene after 4 RMs than after 8 ones, but it seems we get a cutscene after every one. But it seems like we got a cutscene after the first one, second one, and probably more so in the final game. To put it bluntly, this has almost all the pieces necessary to make a good demo. It just needs quite a bit of. It requires a lot of refinement and playtesting to rearrange those pieces into a better configuration. Like the best example of this are the level gimmicks. I don't have a problem with any of them. It's just that the way they're used. I don't have a problem with them in isolation. It's just the way they're utilized or underutilized. And I'm rather sympathetic to this demo because I pulled off the same mistakes during my earlier stages as well. Like not having enough playtesters, and or not having enough restraint in regards to level design. I totally understand the feeling of wanting to show off your cool tools, but in order to put them in the best light, you have to give the players levity. So as it stands right now, this demo is a mixed bag with a lot of potential. I'd probably place this over a Literal. I'd place this over a Literal Forces demo, but behind DOS Remake and behind DOS Remake 2.0 and way behind Megamet. As it stands right now, it's a mixed bag. Nonetheless, I wish the best of luck to the developer. I know you can make this better. Well then, thanks for watching, and have a nice day. And thank you for joining me, everyone. Special thanks to May for popping in from the Magmal server. Really appreciate it. Alright, see you in a few hours for Dune.